All right, guys, so we are live. It's just that fast. We're live with Junk FM out of Minneapolis, correct?
Yes.
So another local band. So whoever's on Periscope watching now knows that this is going to go to YouTube. This is Monica with the No Kid Hungry End Hunger Challenge 2015. Now we're making another $1,000 raised, or another $100, 1,000 meals, right? So Junk FM's plan, guys, 1,000 meals for Don't Get Hungry, ending child hunger in the U.S., right? Woohoo! All right, awesome.
Yeah!
Woo! All right. Yeah! All right, so all right, so what I ask the bands normally, first of all, is I think you had to run down the project. Pretty simple. You're doing an interview, you are raising 1,000 meals towards ending child hunger. Knowing that, what do you think about that? What do you think about
awesome.
Junk FM being a part of that?
That's awesome. What Chief thinks. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's all ready for it, right? Junk FM's mascot down there. All right. So
yeah, that's way better. That's way cool.
Right? We have a Minneapolis branch, so it works out well because not only is No Kid Hungry a national nonprofit, but we have one obviously right in Minneapolis. And then me being Brainerd, so we're taking a local for you guys too as well, knocking out child hunger in the cities. You know, summertime is a big time that we worry about kids not having meals because you think in school they have 2 meals a day, right? Usually on the free reduced lunch, they get breakfast and lunch, and then worry about dinner. Summertime hits, and it's fight or flight mode for these kids. They are worrying about where their next meal is going to come from, what are they going to do, and Junk FM is helping to make sure that those kids don't have to worry about where the heck they're going to get their food from, right? If you could say anything to the people who watch some of the interviews or watch anything and they say, you know what, I really don't care. It's not my business. It doesn't affect me. I could care less. What would you guys say to, let's say, the haters out there who say, child hunger, not my problem?
Who would say that? What a terrible person.
Believe it or not, they say it.
That's a middle finger.
Right? That's a good, exactly. So that's what we're going to give them. There are people who say that. I don't care. It's not my problem.
That's awful.
It's kind of sad.
Right?
I'll tell them to go, I don't know, I don't want to say swear words. I wouldn't say swear words.
Right? I'm trying to be careful on my language too, totally, but I agree. So, you know, I talked to a teacher here a while ago. I didn't do an interview, I just sat down with him. He told me a story of kids who, and I did not realize this, who are known to hoard their food in their desks. Say like when May rolls around before school's out, they will hoard food in their desks to save it for summer. And how do you tell a kid that's, you know, in 3rd grade that you can't save that banana because it's not going to last? You know? Yeah, because when summer hits, what are they going to do? Thinking about kids being hungry, right? When you think of child hunger, what comes to your mind? I mean, what's the first thing that you...
When you think about kids being hungry, what's
like when somebody says child hunger, when you think of child hunger, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Those commercials they play on TV. Yeah,
like the Sally Struthers one for 5C, you know, and I totally thought that I would never be one of those that would say for $5 a day, but then I thought, oh my God, you know, my $10 cup of coffee is 100 meals for kids. That is ridiculous. And so I'm like, I became one of those. It's sad, but you know, I said 2015 is the year that we're going to destroy hunger. You guys are helping to make that possible, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? Have you known, and you're traveling around even though you're in Minnesota, all your traveling you've done, have you ever known anybody personally in your lives who's had to deal with food insecurity or maybe has kind of been down on their heart? You have? So without going into detail, if you can't, which I understand, how has it affected you personally, either knowing somebody you're dealing with, somebody who's had to deal with?
I mean, it sucks when your friends are struggling in any way, you know. I can't believe that there's child hunger in Minnesota.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Talk about what, like Minnetonka, the $500,000 homes. That's where a lot of them have more of the issues. More people think like food stamps or somebody on low income. It's affecting more of the middle class ones who are stuck in between. You make too much, so we're not going to give you assistance, but you don't make enough to decide between an electric bill or food. So they're making a choice between a car payment and groceries. Those are the ones that are struggling the most, that don't get the help, that aren't abusing the system.
It's all relative too. I think that sometimes those people will be like, I'm really hurting because I can't have lobster this week.
Right, yeah. There are some that, oh darn, you know, I can't have caviar. you know.
Spaghettios are awesome and cut it.
Hey, come on, the SpaghettiOs with the hot dogs. Who'd all never had that at one point?
Oh yeah, no, I can't believe they even make them without hot dogs in them.
Right?
Why do they even make them?
We always add them if they didn't have it. Like, we had to put hot dogs in it. I mean, seriously. You know, you think about it, an 88-cent bag of rice can go really far. 88 cents for a bag of white rice. You're the mascot, I know. Shh. Okay. You know, and $100 is 1,000 meals for the kids. You know, locally for you guys too. Right? He wants to rock and roll. Get up there. All right. Woohoo! We're gonna go for a ride because you know he's just so.
Let him talk to children.
Right? Look at. Oh, that's awesome. He's totally rocking that. Right? All right. Yep. That's great. Our kids were raised on this music, so they love it. My kids, all the way to the end. You know, you think of those, you know, other countries when you talk about food insecurity, and you think of the other ones and not here, knowing that we have so much of a problem that 1 in 5 kids is going hungry right here, Minneapolis, Brainerd, right here. What do you guys think about that when you know that the actual statistics are 1 in 5 kids is dealing with food insecurity right here for us, not another country, right here? What
Makes me feel like I wish I could do something, but if we're doing something right now,
right?
I know technically we're not really doing much, but
yeah, but giving your time,
yeah,
you know, is helping too. So, you know, the big thing, I guess, Junk FM just be like, no kid hungry, woohoo, we're gonna do this, right? Right? No kid hungry.
No kid hungry.
Okay. Woohoo!
1, 2, 3. No kid hungry without food.
All right. That was awesome. All right, guys, this was the very brief but very powerful interview with Junk FM out of Minneapolis, correct? Any one last message before we sign off for all those watching?
Do what you can to help out, donate to the food shelves, and no kid gone hungry.
Right? All right. Junk FM, another 1,000 meals raised for any child hungry. You can find on YouTube. Make sure you follow Junk FM on Twitter, right? On Twitter. All right. Facebook. They're on Periscope too. Find them, follow them. Love it. Thanks, guys.